Hello everyone, welcome to Principles of Communication System lecture series. In this lecture video, we are going to discuss about some numerical problems related to analog modulation. The given problem is find the figure of merit when the depth of AM modulation is 100%, 50% and 30%. The given modulation indexes are 100%, 50% and 30%. For 100% modulation depth, the modulation index is 1. So we know that the figure of merit is equal to mu square divided by 2 plus mu square. So we know that modulation index is equal to 1. Now you replace mu is equal to 1. So mu square is equal to 1. 2 plus mu square. We know that mu is equal to 1. 1 square is equal to 1. So it's equal to 1 divided by 2 plus 1. So figure of merit is equal to 1 divided by 3 or is equal to 0.33. In second case, the modulation is 50%. The given modulation index is 50%. The modulation depth is mu is equal to 0.5. So figure of merit is equal to mu square divided by 2 plus mu square. So we know that mu is equal to 0.5. Just you replace mu is equal to 0.5. So it's equal to 0.5 whole square divided by 2 plus 0.5 whole square. Simplify this. So after simplify we get figure of merit is equal to 0.11. And third case, the figure of the model AM modulation is 30%. The modulation depth is 0.3. So figure of merit is equal to 0.3 square divided by 2 plus 0.3 whole square is equal to 0.043. So this is the figure of merit when AM modulation is 30%. In case 1, the figure of merit is equal to 0.33 or 1 by 3, and case 2 figure of merit is 0.11, and case 3 figure of merit is 0.043. The given problem is the power spectrum density of noise at the front end of the receiver is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 watts per hertz. The modulating wave m of t is a sinusoidal with a carrier power of 80 kilowatt and a sideband power of 10 kilowatt per sideband. The message bandwidth is 5 kilohertz. Assume the use of an envelope detector in the receiver. Determine the signal to noise ratio of the system. Derive the relation used. So we know that SNR output is equal to in AM is equal to AC square Ka square P divided by 2 W into N naught. So this is the derived equation. So in receiving side, so we are using envelope detector. So usually in AM demodulator, so we demodulate by using envelope detector circuit. So here SNR output is equal to AC square into Ka square into P divided by 2 W into N naught. So they are not given any carrier amplitude and power. So we have to find out the AC square and P values. So we know that, so they are given power spectrum density is equal to 10 kilowatt, and sideband power, whether it's a upper sideband or lower sideband, is equal to mu square into AC square divided by 8R, and carrier power is equal to 80 kilowatt. So we know that carrier power is equal to AC square divided by 2R, and power spectrum density is equal to 10 kilowatts. So 10 kilowatts and 80 kilowatts are the given values. So by using these two equation, so we can easily find out the mu square. So therefore the mu square into AC square by 8R is equal to 2R divided by AC square is equal to 10 kilowatt divided by 80 kilowatt. So here R is get cancelled, AC square and AC square is get cancelled, and you simplify this equation. So after simplification, so we get mu square is equal to 0.5. We know that the carrier power PC is equal to AC square divided by 2R. So AC is the carrier signal amplitude, R is the resistivity. So here our intention is to find out the power with respect to modulating signal. So power P is equal to AM square divided by 2R, where AM is equal to modulating signal amplitude. So we know that AM is equal to AC into mu. Just you replace AM into AC into modulation index. So AM square is equal to AC square into mu square divided by 2R. So this is the power of modulating signal. Just you rearrange this equation. So after rearranging, we get AC square into mu square divided by 2R. So we know that carrier power is equal to AC square divided by 2R. So this term AC square divided by 2R is exactly it's equal to carrier power. So carrier power is equal to AC square by 2R. Just you replace AC square divided by 2R into carrier power PC, and you retain mu square as it is into mu square. So we know that carrier power is equal to 80 kilowatt and mu square is equal to 0.5. So 0.5 is the calculated value and 80 kilowatt is the given values. The carrier power is equal to 80 kilowatt and mu square is equal to 0.5. So total power is equal to 40 kilowatt. So now we have to calculate the output signal to noise ratio. So signal to noise ratio is equal to AC square into Ka square into P divided by 2 Wi into N naught. So AC square is equal to AM square divided by mu square into K square into K square. Power is equal to 40 kilowatt. So power P is equal to 40 kilowatt, and 2 into W is equal to 5 into 10 to the power 3, and N naught is equal to 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. So W is the given value, N naught is the given value, and is P is the calculated value. It's equal to 40 kilowatt. So we know that mu square into Ka square is equal to mu square. Am square into Ka square is equal to mu square. Here Am square into Ka square is equal to mu square. So mu square, we know that mu square is equal to 0.5. Now you replace Am square into Ka square is equal to mu square. So here mu square, denominator mu square and numerator mu square get cancelled, and remaining values are 40 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 5. So SNR output is equal to 8 into 10 to the power 3. A DSBSC signal is transmitted over a noisy channel with the power spectrum density of noise as shown in figure. The bandwidth is 4 kHz and carrier frequency is 200 kHz. Assume average power of the modulated wave is 10 watts. Determine the output signal to noise ratio of the receiver. So this is the given figure. The bandwidth, it varies from minus 400 kilohertz to 400 kilohertz, and power spectrum density is 10 to the power minus 6 watts per hertz. So they are given signal power is equal to 10 watts, message bandwidth is 4 kilohertz, carrier frequency is 200 kilohertz. So now we have to find out the transmission bandwidth. So transmission bandwidth is equal to 2 into message bandwidth. The message bandwidth is 4 kilohertz. So multiply by 2. Total transmission bandwidth is 8 kilohertz. So this is the given figure. So bandwidth, it varies from minus 400 to 400 kilohertz. This is the total transmission bandwidth, but transmission bandwidth, it varies from minus 200 kilohertz to plus 200 kilohertz, and spectrum density is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 6. Actual power spectrum density is equal to 10 to the power minus 6. Assume the ideal bandpass filter, the SNR output is equal to S signal power divided by noise power. So we know that signal power is equal to 10. Now we have to find out the noise power. So noise power can be calculated as follows. The noise power is equal to 2 into N0 into transmission bandwidth per 1 kilohertz. The N0 is equal to 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 6 into transmission bandwidth is equal to 8K divided by 1K. Calculate this. After calculating this, we get noise power is equal to 0.8 is equal to 8 into 10 to the power minus 6. So here noise power is equal to 8 into 10 to the power minus 6 is equal to 1.25 into 10 to the power 6. So this is the SNR output values. The given problem is an FM receiver, an FM signal S of t, and is given by S of t is equal to 10 cos 2 pi into 10 to the power 8t plus 6 sin 2 pi into 10 to the power 3t. Calculate the figure of merit of this receiver. So they are given S of t is equal to 10 cos 2 pi into 10 to the power 8t plus 6 sin 2 pi into 10 to the power 3t. So compare S of t given equation with the standard equation. We know that S of t is equal to AC into cos 2 pi fct plus beta into sin 2 pi fm into t. So this is the fm standard equation and this is the given equation. So hence, just you compare standard equations with the given equation. Here carrier signal amplitude is equal to 10 and fc is equal to 10 to the power 8 and beta is equal to 6 and modulating signal frequency fm is equal to 10 to the power 3. So here our main intention is to find out the figure of merit. So we know that figure of merit is equal to 3 by 2 into beta square. So we know that beta is equal to 6. It's equal to 3 by 2 into 6 square is equal to 54. The figure of merit is equal to 54. The given problem is an AM receiver operating with a sinusoidal wave and 80% modulation as an output signal to noise ratio of 30 dB. Calculate the corresponding carrier to noise ratio. Prove the formula is used. They are given modulation index mu is equal to 80%. So mu is equal to 0.8, and as signal to noise ratio or output signal to noise ratio is 30 dB. So SNR output is equal to 30 dB. So they are given output signal to noise ratio. They are given in terms of dB. So therefore SNR output in terms of dB is equal to 30. So just you convert dB into integer value. So 10 log base 10 SNR output is equal to 30. So SNR output is equal to antilog 30 divided by 10, we get 3. So antilog of 3 is equal to 10 to the power 3. So SNR output, the given SNR output is equal to 10 to the power 3. So now we have to find out the carrier to noise power. So we know that SNR AM is equal to mu square divided by 2 plus mu square. So we know that mu is equal to 0.8. Modulation index is equal to 0.8. So SNR output divided by SNR channel is equal to figure of merit. So it's equal to mu square divided by 2 plus mu square. Now you replace mu is equal to 0.8. 0.8 square divided by 2 plus 0.8 square. So SNR output divided by SNR channel is equal to 0.2424. So our main intention is to find out the SNR channel. So SNR channel, just you rearrange this equation, SNR channel is equal to SNR output divided by 0.2424. So we know that SNR output is equal to 30 dB is equal to 30 dB. So in terms of integer, SNR output is equal to 10 to the power 3. So it's equal to 30 dB by 0.2424. It's equal to 10 to the power 3 divided by 0.2424. So SNR channel is equal to 4125. So SNR channel is equal to 10 log 4125 is equal to 36.15 dB. So in terms of decibel, it's equal to 36.15. In terms of integer, it's equal to SNR channel is equal to 4125. Thank you.